Hello, my name is David and I'm the developer of Starship Corporation. In this video I will show you what the project is all about, how you can help me finish it and what you will get for it. So let's get started. First thing you can do is to choose either to design completely with your own goals in mind or to build purpose ships for certain contractors like transports, warships, cruise ships, prison ships, hospital ships, science vessels, or planetary installations for mining, housing, and terraforming. You can select a fuselage that fits the ship's purpose and the budget requirements. For example, a large cargo ship or a small shuttle. You then choose where you want to place all the necessary rooms and facilities on several decks within the limits of your budget and the ship's layout. Your plans have to consider things like energy supply, enough room for crew members and their needs like escape pods, air, water, food and medical supply, storage space, fuel supply if the ship needs to be equipped with defensive measures like armor plating and shield generators, or offensive equipment like cannons, missiles, or even a hangar with boarding craft. Placement of corridors, stairways and elevators is important to make sure your crew is quickly where it's needed during an emergency or hostile shipboarding. Placement of important or vulnerable rooms is also key to making a ship more resistant against attack or collision. Rooms near the hull are of course more vulnerable than those closer to the core. Placing additional hatches and countermeasures keep intruders from advancing too fast into the ship. There are thousands of possible solutions to all kinds of design goals, and every player can experiment as much as he wants to find the perfect solution. Even when you find out later during testing that you could improve your ship's performance just a little bit, you can always go back to this design interface. If you think you made all the right decisions and you want to find out if your design fits all necessary requirements, you can export the plans to be tested with the crew management and AI development system. This part of the game is far from finished, but I can already show you a bit how it will look and work. You choose which kind of mission you would like to perform with your design ship and with either a full crew or a limited number of crew members. Every crew has to have enough technical personnel to deal with maintenance, malfunction or repairs. Technicians are also the best firefighters.
Fire on level A1. Generator destroyed.
Get out of here. Eyes and ears. Waiting for orders.
The bridge has to be manned with enough pilots to perform at optimum level or to perform at all.
Move out.
A minimum of medical personnel is needed to run the ship's life support and food supply. Additional units might be necessary to handle large-scale emergencies or wounded troops. Military personnel is either necessary to provide a minimum of defense capabilities against pirates on civilian vessels, or to man offensive weapons and rob ships on military vessels.
Objective reached.
Scio units are human-like cybernetic individuals, very expensive but extremely tough and self-maintaining. They are built to perform tasks without hesitation that human crew members cannot or will not do.
Waiting for orders.
There are three kinds of missions that are sometimes optional, sometimes required by a contractor. Standard operating procedure includes running the ship without malfunction and all alert drills. Some parts of the ship, like for example the bridge, engine room, power generators and life support, need either a permanent crew or maintenance in regular intervals. Otherwise their performance is suffering and they can even take damage from malfunctions or fire. You have to plan all the patrol routes of your technical crew carefully so that you cover all the ship's facilities with the least amount of manpower. Alert drills are the basis of success of all later missions. You tell every crew member where he has to be in case of a specific alert. For example, red alert means enemy attack or intrusion, and all crew members prepare for a hostile encounter, whereas blue alert means evacuation and every crew member needs to be as fast as possible at the nearest emergency escape vehicle. Emergency missions simulate catastrophic situations like power failure, fire, collision with asteroids or magnetic storms, medical emergencies or alien infections. Mission time, loss of life and damage to your ship are determining factors to mission success. Some missions are endurance tests where your ship gets ultimately destroyed. The longer you can resist, the better. Hostile encounter missions test the crew's ability to defend the ship against pirate attacks, perform ship-to-ship battle and large boarding operations, special forces infiltration, or to deal with internal problems like mutiny or computer revolt. The success of each mission adds to the overall rating, which is the determining factor when selling a new ship or the performance of the ship in your own fleet. While playing the online game, the ship's rating will also determine conflicts between players whose ships meet somewhere in the galaxy. Every time you will encounter a new kind of ship designed by another player and survive, you can add the ship class to your crew management system and train with it. I started to develop the game making a prototype using GameMaker, but the more I used this tool, I was convinced I could create the entire game with it. You can already try a very early alpha containing the ship design by downloading it from my website. Please check for updates. I still have a lot to do, and your feedback and support will help me finish this game. First funding goal for the offline game has already been reached on Indiegogo. The second funding goal has also been achieved, and Starship Corporation will also be an online game. If you would like to play a story-driven campaign inspired by the novel Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand, with lots of additional game content and told with animated cutscenes like the ones featured in the teaser trailer, please support my project to reach level 3. If you pledge to this crowdfunding project now, you will get exclusive game content like ships, rooms and missions that will not be included in the final game, and you can even be part of the game as a crew member. If you like the concept and want to help making this into a great game, please vote for it on Greenlight and share it on your favorite platform. Thanks a lot!
Well, that's great. That's just fucking great, man. Now what the fuck are we supposed to do? We're some real pretty shit now, man. Game over, man. It's game over.